G'day, welcome to another massive edition of the BFNL Netball Show. My name's Yeendy. I'm joined by Kim Bailey again this week. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Yeendy. Thanks for having me. It's getting to the pointy end of the season and some nice cold blustery weather on the weekend. But yeah, looking forward to another great week of netball.
Yeah, we certainly are. And one of the big games we'll take a look at from last week, Lake Wendouree and Sebastopol fought out a thriller, 56-55 in the way of the Lakers.
Oh my goodness, we just cannot pick them, can we? It's just been really difficult to see. Everyone's knocking off each other on the top six, which is great, which is fantastic. And, you know, it was a game that Lakers had to win, and that they did a really great job. Kirsty Walsh had a fantastic game in centre, and she just keeps getting better. She really does, Romsey, and really well supported by Sarah Hepburn that shot at 86%. So in some blustery conditions, but if you look at that on the flip side, Sebas really unlucky too. They had Adriana Khan shot at 97%, Yeendy, 97%.
In those conditions.
Yeah, 26 from 27. So I'm hoping that the stats I've got here are right, because if that's the case, that's an amazing effort by Adriana. So congratulations. But yeah, Sebas be a little bit disappointed to let that one go. They're the games they've got to win, but for Lakers, yeah, they're still in the hunt. Definitely
still in the hunt. It is the second of six is very, very tight. Darley had an impressive win over Bacchus, Marsh, 45-35, and it's performance they probably needed towards the end of the year.
Yeah, Darley, it's a good win. I know Maddie Hodgson didn't play for Bacchus, but they brought some young kids in, and they did a good job. But Renee Hull's had a really great game, and she's just been going along and developing those young kids, and she's been working with the likes of Mel Freeman. And it's a really great experience for Mel to work in the ring with the likes of Renee and just learn some of the tricks of the trade there. So great win by them. That's probably what they needed.
Yeah, especially against a team that is probably a little just going to miss finals when all is said and done as well. Too,
yeah. Look, because they can't make finals, but you know that win most probably would have put them 30, only 2.5 games behind. But anyway, it's they were a little bit short on, but that's no excuse. It's the team that you've got out there on the day that wins games.
Exactly right. Impressive win by Redan against Ballarat, 36-26. A good 10-goal win. Ballarat did lead by 4 goals at half time. So Redan's second half, very impressive.
Yeah, and Ruby Parry had another great game. She's having an extremely good season this season. And Liv Jorgensen back in the goaling ring, shooting at 70%. She's a young girl, Liv. So, again, for someone like her to be working with the likes of Ruby is fantastic. Erin Riley was back playing. And, you know, they just had a really good game. They just keep sneaking along, Redan. They're well coached. And Kelly Moran for Ballarat shot at 88%. You know, they had the game in their reach at half time. It was, I think, 15-11 they were up. And then, as you said, Redan went bang and had a massive last third quarter, which is the premiership quarter. So, and did the hard yard. So great work them. Katie Lindquist had a good game as well, back for them. But, you know, they got strength all over the court, Redan. It'd be really interesting to see how far they can go into the final series.
Exactly. They have been strong contenders this year. Another big game, North Ballarat City on Sunday in very blustery conditions, 69 defeating Melton South 25.
Yeah, I think by the time they got to the A-grade game, most of the crappy weather might have passed.
Yeah, that's good.
I know I got a call on, I was hosting some finals down in Nadia Fallon, had a call from Sebastopol and Lake Clear, and they said it's snowing here. So it was pretty cold conditions up there. But yeah, comfortable victory for Lakers. Oh, sorry, not for Lakers, for North. Sarah Melton had a really good game, and Sasha McDonald just showed what class player she is and had a great game as well. So
Maddie Selwyn in fine form as well, 48 from 54, Kim.
Yeah, look, she's done that all season for a young kid. Yeah, and her and Sash, as I said, if a couple of years' time, when you think about if they can keep those two girls together, they'll be the most lethal combination. Just experience. I think she's bottom age 17, still Maddie.
Wow.
Yeah, so she's no doubt she's a gun, and she's a girl we'll just keep an eye on in the future.
Sunbury Lions had a 57-23 win over Melton. The Lions were up by 14 goals at quarter time and then just ploughed through from there.
Yeah, pretty much as we would have expected. It was. I actually thought they might have shot some more goals than that, to tell you the truth, but the conditions were blustery, and they're just it's really interesting with Sunbury because I think everyone's just sort of put them away and no one's talking about them now. Like, we know they're going to finish on top and they're just cruising along. So they've got a really good run home as well, which is why they sort of haven't been pushed by any of the top teams. So
could that be a disadvantage over the next coming weeks when they do hit finals?
Maybe, yeah, but I'm sure they've got a quality coach in Adam, so he'll be doing the work at training that they need to do to keep them focused. So I don't think there'll be an issue there.
Yeah, well, speaking of shooting percentages, Lions shooting at 69% and Melton at 55%. So it was tough going.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and that were they at Mackie Park?
That gets really windy out there.
Yeah, it's like a wind tunnel, isn't it? So it's hard conditions out there, and so you sort of, I'm stickler I am for shooting percentages.
You got me into that now, Kim. So
yeah, but in those sort of conditions, you have to make the concessions, don't you?
Exactly right, and things will be very tight around the ladder, especially between second to sixth. There's just 4 points separating the two, and as we highlighted, Bacchus, Marsh and Ballarat, their finals campaign isn't possible.
This weekend it's getting the next 2 weeks is really crucial to see where those positions finish, because the only one that's settled is top spot. From 2 to 6, it can change. There's only 4 points separating, and what a cracker of a season. And I think I don't think there's too many games that can influence this week. We'll have a look at that now, Chris.
Well, one of the big things, it's not actually a game that's going to be taking place, but it is the bye round. We've got 3 teams that'll benefit from the bye. That is Bacchus, Marsh, North Ballarat City, and Melton South. But it's North Ballarat City that's the interesting one, because they're going to move from 40 to 44 points regardless, because they will get those 4 points, and that'll move them up to equal with East Point at this point in time. So that's going to be crucial, and that'll influence some of the games that we've got. And we'll talk about a game that probably won't have an impact in the finals, but it is Darley versus Sunbury. Yeah,
and this was a really important game, virtually at the same time last year, and it really shaped the season. But Sunbury won't let that happen again. They won't let this drop. But it'll be interesting to see how the likes of young Mel Freeman comes up against some quality defenders such as Ash Hardy. It'll be a really good challenge, I think.
Good test for her too.
Yeah, great test for her, and it'd be really interesting. Brie Rosato's had a great game too, and she'll take on Chloe Curran. So I don't think Southern Saints, who she plays for, has made finals in VNL. So they're all back virtually available, all Sunbury's players now, except for Taryn Munro, I think, who will be playing for Blaze. It'll be interesting to see how they go, but I think Sunbury will get the victory. Yeah, I don't think there's any arguments on that one there. East Point and Melton. East Point looking to consolidate their place in the top end, and if they win, then they'll be outright second. Yeah, and I think that'll continue. I think they'll win. Melton, they have struggled, but East Point, you can't write a good team off. They won the grand final last year. I know that's a different looking team, but Lozzie Dew and Emma Farrell, that tried and tested combination, are back together. I think they'll have a comfortable victory, but it's their mid-court as well for East that have really sort of stepped up as well, and has been playing some really, really confident, strong netball, and that's the link, and I think that'll just keep going. One of the games that will definitely play a big part in the top 6 is we've got Lake Wendouree and Redan. Redan are ahead on Lake Wendouree by 2 points on the ladder front, and what we're seeing a bit of a bottleneck around that part of the ladder. I know, but it's my head's saying go Redan, but at the minute that not go Redan, that Redan will get the win. But there's been so many upsets, and I didn't expect Lakers to beat Sebastopol on the weekend, and they did. But as we said, Kirsty Walsh is playing really well, and Kate Drew's also been on fire. So, it's at Wendouree, it's home. But I'm just, I like the look of Redan and how they're just tracking along, and I think they'll get the victory. I'm jumping on the Lake Wendouree bandwagon. That'll move them up. Should they taste victory, we're going to have 3 teams on 44 points. And how good would that be? Something that we're sensational. But you at this stage you're getting a little bit gun shy of who to pick, because I reckon I've had a shocking season picking. The only ones I've stuck with Sunbury because I've had a shocking season, but we'll see what happens. What about Sebastopol and Ballarat? Ballarat did push Redan last week, going down by 10 goals, and Sebastopol coming off a 1-goal loss and a shootout to the Lakers. Yeah, I think Sebastopol know this is a game they have to win, and I think they will win. As I said, I'm a supporter of Gaz too. But I think they've been a bit disappointed with Ballarat, and I think Bass will get the win. I think their percentage, if you have a look at their percentages, there's like nearly 38%, close to 38% difference between Redan and Sebastopol. So it's really important that they win. But they're not going to, if Redan do win, I don't think they're going to get that that third position. They'll still sit in fourth. Yeah, but I'm going to go with Sebastopol. I don't think Georgia and the girls there will.
They're not going to drop that one.
Game.
They're not going to drop it. And look, the race for the top two is still well and truly alive. We're going to see a bit of musical chairs, but I think if East Point do win on the weekend, that is going to open up a pretty handy gap. But there's still a lot to play out in this one over the coming weeks.
Look, it's most probably going to come down to the last round, would you believe?
Yeah. Well, we're not surprised given how close the season has been. So.
Yeah, how good's that? And that's the perfect season where I think last year it was sort of done and dusted, but it's wide open, really exciting.
You love going on a netball game and you go, I wonder who's going to win this week, and then who you think might win end up losing. So
yeah. But every Saturday night I get on my netball app and look at it and go, oh my God, what's happened there? So it's good. It gives me something to look forward to. Not much going on in my life, is there, Chris?
Oh no, not at this time of year, Kim. Thanks so much for joining us in this week's edition of the BFNL Netball Show. We look forward to catching up with you next week.